Imagine waking up one morning, checking a slip of paper worth just $2, and realizing it has turned into a life-changing fortune of more than $1.5 billion. That is the dream fueling millions of Americans right now, as the Powerball jackpot has skyrocketed to a staggering $1.7 billion for Saturday's drawing. It is officially one of the largest jackpots in U.S. history, the third largest ever, and it has captured the imagination of people across the country, from California to Florida, from small towns to big cities, from casual players to hopeful dreamers. Everyone, it seems, wants their shot at becoming the next instant billionaire. Let's pause on that number for a second, $1.7 billion. Try to picture what that even looks like. The cash payout alone, if a single ticket hits the jackpot, is estimated at more than $770 million before taxes. $770 million, handed to you in one massive lump sum. For the average person, that's a number that is almost impossible to comprehend. It's the kind of fortune that not only changes your life, but also the lives of your children, your grandchildren, maybe even entire communities. It is no wonder that gas stations, convenience stores, and supermarkets across America are seeing long lines at their lottery counters. People know the odds are against them, but hope is priceless. And right now, hope is selling for $2 a ticket. Here's the reality check. The odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are 1 in 292.2 million. That means you are more likely to be struck by lightning multiple times, more likely to be bitten by a shark, even more likely to become a movie star than to win the jackpot. And yet, that tiny sliver of a chance is enough to keep millions of Americans reaching into their wallets. Because as history has shown, somebody eventually wins. And when they do, it's headline news, it's history, and it's life-changing. Now let's rewind to Wednesday night's drawing. The winning numbers were 3, 16, 29, 61, 69, with the red Powerball 22. The power play multiplier was 2. Nobody matched all 6 numbers, which is why Saturday's prize has rolled over into this jaw-dropping $1.7 billion jackpot. But that doesn't mean players walked away empty-handed. 11 tickets across the country matched all 5 white balls to win $1 million each. Think about that, 11 millionaires created in a single night, from California to Colorado, Florida to Georgia, Illinois to Minnesota, Ohio, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. For those players, it wasn't the billion-dollar dream, but it was still a 7-figure payday that most of us would never turn down. Here's the hook that keeps people glued. Every drawing brings smaller winners, and every rollover makes the jackpot bigger. It's a cycle that fuels both excitement and frenzy. And now, with this record-setting prize just days away, the frenzy is real. Californians are lining up outside liquor stores, hoping lightning strikes in the Golden State once again. In fact, California has been home to several record-setting jackpot winners before, including the all-time biggest prize of more than $2 billion that was won in Altadena in November of 2022. People remember that moment. They believe it can happen again. And belief, combined with possibility, is a powerful motivator. But what happens if you actually win? The Multi-State Lottery Association makes it clear, the winner has a choice. Take the full $1.7 billion as an annuity, spread out over 30 years of annual payments. Or take the lump sum, $770 million, upfront. Both options come before taxes, of course. Federal taxes will take a big bite, and depending on where the ticket is purchased, state taxes may also apply. But even after Uncle Sam takes his share, the winner is still looking at one of the largest windfalls in human history. That reality has millions of Americans already making mental checklists. Pay off the mortgage, help out family, donate to charity, maybe finally buy that dream car or vacation home. The possibilities are endless, and that's what keeps people buying tickets. Not the math, but the dream. Let's add another layer here. Powerball is sold in 45 states, plus Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. The only states where you can't buy a ticket are Alaska, Hawaii, Nevada, Utah, and Alabama. That means nearly every corner of the country is in play for this historic jackpot. At gas stations in New York, clerks report lines wrapping around the block. In Texas, customers are buying tickets by the dozen. In Florida, people are driving across county lines to their lucky stores. And in California, especially in Los Angeles, The excitement is through the roof after recent million-dollar tickets have already popped up. The dream is alive from coast to coast. Here's the reminder we all need. While the billion-dollar prize gets all the headlines, Powerball is constantly creating winners at smaller levels. Statistically, the odds of winning any prize are 1 in 24.9. That means millions of players will win a few dollars back. Maybe 10, maybe 100, maybe 50,000 or more. But the jackpot, that elusive, life-changing jackpot, remains the holy grail. Now let's think bigger picture. Lotteries like Powerball aren't just about individual winners. They also generate billions in revenue for state programs, schools, and community initiatives. Every ticket sold contributes to something larger, which makes the frenzy not just a personal dream, but a collective one. In many states, lottery revenue supports education, scholarships, and public services. So even though the odds are slim, many Americans justify their purchase as both entertainment and contribution. It's a $2 dream with a side of civic support. But let's bring it back to the human element. The Powerball jackpot has become a cultural phenomenon. It's a conversation starter at the office. It's a headline that cuts through politics and celebrity gossip. It's the question that unites people from all walks of life. What would you do if you won? Would you quit your job? Travel the world? Buy a sports team? Or simply live quietly and comfortably, never worrying about bills again? Every ticket carries that question, that tiny window into an alternate life. And that is what makes it so powerful. As we head into Saturday's drawing, the anticipation is electric. People will gather around their TVs, their phones, their computers, clutching tickets in sweaty hands, praying for numbers to align. It is suspense on a national scale, and for one lucky winner, it could be the moment that changes everything. For the rest of us, it's still entertainment, it's still hope, it's still worth the small thrill of maybe, just maybe, this time being our time. So here's the hook to leave you with. The odds are almost impossible, but the dream is priceless. Someone someday soon will match those numbers. And when that happens, history will be made, headlines will scream, and a new billionaire will be born overnight. Until then, the jackpot grows, the frenzy builds, and America dreams together of what life might look like with $1.7 billion in the bank.